Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. We bow down in deep reverence to the Guru Shishya Parampara, which began with Lord Shiva, was carried forward by Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya, and lives on in our master, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, and everyone watching us live from around the world, Sai Ram and good evening. With spirituality at its core and selfless service as its motto, the One World, One Family mission is building humanitarian initiatives from rural India to across the world. Inspired by the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai leads the global mission offering free nutrition, education, and healthcare. Under its education initiative, the mission today runs 26 educational campuses. Sri Sathya Sai Sriniketanam and Sri Sathya Sai Divyaniketanam are two such unique campuses for girls and boys nestled in the lap of Mother Nature in Chikmagaluru district. In the year 2004, Sri Jayavant Bhatt, an ardent devotee of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, established a school for rural boys and girls, providing values-based education coupled with high academic standards. Later, in 2014, Sri Jayavant Bhatt offered the schools to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai to be nurtured under his guidance. Subsequently, devotees from Canada undertook the responsibility of building a dedicated girls' campus, which was inaugurated in the year 2018. One of the most heartening aspects of these campuses today is that several members of the teaching staff are alumni of the very same institutions, carrying forward the torch of values and selfless service inspired by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. More than 300 girls and 100 boys now call these campuses their home, where they are nurtured not only in academics, but also in gratitude, devotion, and a deep sense of responsibility. Every day, they are reminded that the blessings they have received are not just for themselves, but a sacred responsibility to reach countless more brothers and sisters still waiting in the remotest villages for the same opportunity to learn, grow, and to transform their lives. The Golden Jubilee year at Sathya Sai Grama has given the opportunity to revisit timeless stories from our ancient scriptures and connect them to the present age of Kali Yuga. Every day's cultural presentations remind us that human life is not merely about surviving, but about unfolding our true potential to experience life fully by loving God, simply for the sake of loving God. The eternal truth has been proclaimed countless times in this sacred land, and today, we have yet another opportunity to remind ourselves through a beautiful narrative that illustrates how a guru lovingly guides his chosen disciples, first by embracing them into his fold, providing what they need, and then bestowing what only the guru wants to give, which is the eternal peace through wisdom, and ultimately helping us to attain the true oneness. This evening, the girl students from Sri Sathya Sai Sriniketanam will be presenting a drama titled Tattvabodhāmṛutham. The Sanskrit title, Tattvabodhāmṛutham, is composed of three profound words: Tattva, the ultimate truth or the fundamental reality of existence; Bodha, awakening, realization or true knowledge; and Amrutam, the immortal nectar that nourishes and transforms lives. Thus, Tattvabodhāmṛutham means the nectar of the awakening to the ultimate truth. The drama chronicles the transformative journey of Ananya, a young student grappling with questions about identity, purpose, and the expectations imposed by society. What begins as anxiety over career choices and parental aspirations gradually unfolds into a profound quest of self-discovery. Through the timeless wisdom of Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya, the living tradition of Guru Parampara, Paravidya classes, Grama Seva, stories of compassion and discipline, and the selfless mission of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, Ananya discovers that true education is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but about awakening wisdom. As her understanding deepens, the question, who am I, gradually transforms into how can my life become useful to humanity. Tattvabodhāmṛutham is not merely the story of Ananya, it is the story of every seeker who moves from the question, who am I, to the realization, I am here to serve. It is this awakening that becomes the true nectar of life. Presenting Tattvabodhāmṛutham by the girl students of Sri Sathya Sai Sriniketanam, Jayapura.
Swamin Namaste, Nataloka Bandhu, Karunya Sindhu.
Swamin Namaste, Nataloka Bandhu, Karunya Sindho, Patitam Bhavabdho, Mamuddharatmiya Kataksha Drishtya, Rijvyati Karunya Sudhabhivrishtya. As the stage screen slowly parts, the chants fade into silence. The ceremony ends, the applause settles, and the sacred moment disappears into an ordinary rhythm of a student's life. But somewhere in the crowd, one mind refuses to return unchanged. For Ananya, not as an answer, but as a question. A question one could not explain. A restlessness she could not ignore. Sometimes life changes quietly. Not through dramatic events, but through a single thought that begins following us everywhere. And tonight, inside an ordinary hostel room filled with casual conversations, laughter between one's own personal duties, a deeper conflict is waiting to unfold. A conflict between expectation and meaning, between success and purpose, between the future that the world demands and the truth which the heart silently seeks. Neither Ananya nor those around her yet to realize that this confusion itself will become the beginning of their transformation.
Akka, it was such an awe-inspiring event. Swami, I'll always tell yes to you. Akka, I felt the ceremony so ancient, like somewhere the handing over of responsibilities did not begin now.
Because it did not. Since centuries, great gurus have been handing over responsibilities to their disciples for their lineage to continue.
Akka, but the unique part of this ceremony is that our Sadguru is handing over the responsibilities at a young age. It's unbelievable. I think definitely there must be an inspiring reason behind this.
Yeah, like... Hey, did you forget your phone call chance? Your mother is calling. Go, speak with her.
Ananya, your cousin already got campus placement and everyone keeps asking about you. You better study well and think about what we discussed. I feel it's high time to think about your future also. You better try to change your decision as we told.
Hey Ananya, you seem dull after speaking with your parents. Tell me, what happened?
Come on, Ananya. What happened? What are you worried about?
Everything. future, career, parents' expectations. Everyone seems to know where they are going. But I don't even know why am I here.
Ananya? Ananya! You're overthinking again. Calm down, Ananya. Calm down. First tell me, what has happened?
My mother is again asking about my future plans.
Is that all? I thought something serious. It's that simple, Ananya.
Akka, maybe not simple for me.
Listen, Ananya. Everyone undergoes this situation. If not now, then maybe at certain point of time. But for now, all that you need is clarity. Maybe you will get it over some period of time.
Akka, but how?
Paravidya, Satsang, Seva, all this have been created here to provide a right kind of understanding about human life and its purpose. Do not worry. You will eventually understand all these things, okay?
Though Ananya's roommates returned to their casual conversation and routine, her mind did not return the same way. The questions she carried lingered quietly beneath every conversation, every experience, and every thought she had about the future. The journey had not begun through a dramatic change, but through a silent inquiry that refused to fade away. And the very next evening,
If one more time there is a shift in demand question in the exam, I myself will shift from demand to depression.
Forget economics, yaar. Yesterday, I studied history for 3 hours. Now, I don't even know whether I am living in present or Mughal period.
At least history has some stories. Look at this DEO practical file. It looks like government office document.
All right, girls. Sai Ram.
Sairam Akka.
In today's class, we are going to learn about Master the Mind series.
Akka.
Why, girls? What happened?
Akka, please, first teach us how to master the board exams and then we'll master the mind. Okay, Akka?
If board exam controls your peace, then this is the right time to attend this class. Because your mind needs training. Fine, then tell me, who are you?
Akka, currently my identity depends on my MA marks.
Akka, currently my identity depends on my hairstyle. See?
And what about you?
I'm quite doubtful about who I am.
But why do you feel so doubtful about it?
Because Akka, everywhere people ask us to become something. Doctor, engineer, sometimes even topper of the class. But nobody asks us whether we even know ourselves properly.
That's true, Akka. One exam decides whether we are intelligent or not.
Exactly. Just observe your own mind for one day. Morning, your thoughts will tell, I will study sincerely. But by night, you may give up by saying that, I know nothing. My future is over. Isn't it?
Yes, Akka. Most of us feel the same.
If we receive one compliment from anyone, our mood becomes good. Even if we face one criticism, our whole day is spoiled. If we score even 1 mark less, we immediately start overthinking. And even if we face some failure, suddenly we question our entire worth.
Honestly, Akka, before exam, my brain creates all kinds of disaster.
Same, Akka. In my imagination, even my future children are disappointed with my marks.
See, our thoughts keep changing, because of which even our emotions keep changing. But still, something inside is quietly watching all this happen. When you say, "My mind is stressed," you should immediately ask, who is noticing this stress? When you say, "I am overthinking," who is observing the overthinking?
But Akka, I never thought about it like that.
Because nobody teaches us this. We were taught how to score marks, but not how to handle pressure. We were taught competition, but not given sufficient clarity to take decisions. We were taught career building, but not taught about the inner balance of life.
Akka, sometimes this inner pressure feels heavier than studies itself.
Exactly. Most students are suffering not because of exams. They suffer because of fear, comparison, overthinking, and constant pressure inside the mind.
I completely agree with you, Akka. It's truly painful.
Mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. If you don't learn to handle the mind, one small problem, life is collapsing.
Akka, I think my mind doesn't need a master. It needs a police control.
That is why our Sadguru teaches master the mind. Not to escape responsibilities, but to stop suffering unnecessarily while handling them.
So, is spirituality not separate from real life? Akka, something like rice and sambar feels tastier only when we eat it together. Is it something like that?
Abba, every time food, food, food. Didn't you get any other analogy to explain, huh?
Neelaveni, that's okay. That is how we should understand spirituality, relating with our real life.
Akka, it's for the first time. Philosophy is sounding so practical.
Because real philosophy is about life, not just books. Today, many people are educated, but are mentally restless. Many people get connected to everyone through online easily, but they do not know how to connect within themselves.
Thus, between jokes, exam stress, and ordinary classroom chaos, the first seeds of transformation quietly entered Ananya's heart. And centuries ago, a young seeker asked humanity the very same question we are still struggling with today: who we really are. He did not search for success alone. He searched for truth itself. He awakened an entire civilization with the wisdom of Advaita.
चित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिः न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुः न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपः विभुर्व्याप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
You are not an ordinary seeker. You are born to restore Advaita. You are Shankara. Take this danda. Carry Dharma across Bharat. You shall awaken Bharat.
The wisdom that once flowed through the footsteps of Adi Shankaracharya continues to echo even today, not merely through scriptures, but through living experiences, dialogue, inquiry, and reflection. For true learning is not memorizing scriptures, but awakening awareness.
Shankara, you say all beings are one. But look around, kid. One is a king, another a servant. One is learned and another ignorant.
Tell me, Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari, Narmada, Kaveri, are all these rivers same?
Certainly not. They are different rivers from different sources.
Look in this. Separate river Ganga from this water.
It's impossible. How can you separate it? The water looks the same.
Has the river water disappeared? Or its name and its distinction?
The name and its distinction alone have disappeared. The water remains unchanged.
Precisely. This essence endures while names and forms come and go. Likewise, king, servant, scholar, and others are nothing but labels born of worldly perception. Beneath them all shines the same invisible Brahman.
But then, the individuality we perceive, is it only an appearance?
Just as the rivers seem distinct before they merge, so too beings appear separate through name and form. Difference belongs to appearance. Oneness belongs to reality.
Then, the many are but expressions of the one?
Indeed, when knowledge dawns, one sees that the essence in all beings is one and the same Brahman alone.
As the debate continued, Mandala Mishra's garland dries and thus accepts the defeat not with ego but with a sense of wisdom sparked within him, and thus submits to Shankaracharya.
Oh, Gurudeva, I surrender.
Rise as Sureshwaracharya. Help me to spread dharma.
This was not a debate to defeat, but a debate to awaken the people. This debate sparked Ananya's curiosity in knowing more about the lineage of Guru Parampara. But Ananya's mind was elsewhere. Until now, she had been searching only for answers about her future. But slowly, a deeper inquiry was emerging within her. Who am I beyond pressure, comparison, and expectation? What truly gives meaning to life? And for the first time, Ananya no longer wanted temporary reassurance. She wanted understanding.
Acharya, we have crossed so many sacred places, yet today you stopped here in silence. Why does this land feel different?
Acharya? A snake? Protecting a frog? Natural enemies? Yet no fear? No violence?
Where concern rises above instinct, dharma already lives.
In that sacred moment, Shankaracharya saw more than nature. He saw compassion overcoming division, protection overcoming fear, concern becoming natural.
This land shall become a seat of wisdom, for this is where compassion exists effortlessly. Truth can flourish for generations.
Master, then why establish matas?
Because one lifetime is not enough. Dharma must continue. Wisdom must continue. Compassion must continue infinitely. Sureshwaracharya, I entrust this responsibility to you. Protect dharma with humility. Let wisdom always walk with compassion.
Thus arose Sringeri, the first matha, a sacred center where knowledge, discipline, selflessness, and Guru Parampara would be protected across the centuries. Centuries passed, empires changed, invasions came, kingdoms fell. Yet, Sringeri continued unbroken because Guru Parampara never broke. Sureshwaracharya, Vidyaranya Swami, Satchidananda Bharati, Chandrasekhara Bharati, Abhinava Vidyatirtha, Bharati Tirtha, Vidushekara Bharati.
When Shankaracharya thought that he will have to give up his body sooner or later, but the work must go on, he established the mission and it started in Sringeri. This was the seed sown by Sri Adi Shankaracharya.
Akka, so is this the incident that inspired Sadhguru?
Yes, he also told the seed sown by Shankaracharya has grown into a tree. And that is from where many more seeds must be taken and sown in different parts of the world. So, the job of cultivating these seeds in every part of the world is our job too.
For centuries, the light of Guru Parampara continued. One Guru inspiring another, one generation guiding the next. That continuity inspired Sadhguru deeply. And every year through the Grama Seva, that same spirit quietly flowed into the lives of countless people.
Ayyo, this crate is too heavy.
Which means your devotion is increasing.
Arey, my shoulder pain is increasing, yaar. Amma.
So sad. See here how so many people are living in such small houses. It's very hard.
Rightly said, Kayal. They are not even in habitable condition. And that too in this hot weather.
Abba, honestly, girls, after standing for 5 minutes in this heat, my respect for these people increased.
That is exactly why Sadhguru sent students here for Grama Seva. Not just to distribute prasadam, but to understand our life beyond our comforts and luxuries.
That's true, Akka. But right now, who will understand my suffering? Hey girls! Hey girls! Let's wait for a few minutes here and then we'll move on.
You didn't even walk half a meter. Immediately rest, huh? Come.
Correct, Ananya. Abba. Ye Neelaveni. Even the crate is confused. Why are you struggling so much?
I'm so hungry, yaar. I feel like eating at least 5 laddus immediately.
Don't even think about it. These are for distribution. Moreover, Swami is watching.
Che, I was only testing my Vairagya, pa.
Wow, Neelaveni. Your Vairagya fell within few minutes.
Enough is enough, Kadambari. Stop pulling my legs every time.
Okay. Fine, girls. Let's go. Hey, look. When Ajji is sitting there. Come, let's give her prasadam.
Ananya, what happened? You became unusually quiet?
Yes. Normally, by now, you would have asked at least 3 philosophical questions.
No. It's just when that Achi blessed us, it didn't feel like we were helping someone. It felt very peaceful and meaningful.
That's the beauty of Seva. Sometimes Dharma is not understood only through scriptures. Sometimes it is understood through compassion.
Which means, do you say that concern has been already established through all these activities?
Yes, that's one of the reasons why institutions grow strongly. Because they are built not only through systems, but through selflessness. And our Sadguru often reminds us, true spirituality should express itself through service to humanity.
Akka, but today one important realization has come.
Oh, what realization?
Serving society is beautiful, but next time I will pray for smaller crates.
As Ananya walked through the village carrying prasadam, the blessings of that old woman touched something deep within her. For the first time, service no longer felt like an activity assigned by the institution. It felt meaningful. And slowly, Ananya began to understand Dharma is not preserved only in temples or scriptures. Sometimes it lives silently in the hands that serve.
Aha! Such a calm and peaceful morning, isn't it, Kayal?
Yes, Ananya. Even the birds chirping seems to be so devotional here.
Honestly, Kadambari, before joining here, I had a great relationship with my alarm snooze button. But that bond got broken because of discipline.
Same in my home. I used to sing Suprabhatam when everyone will be having their lunch.
Aha! So after joining this institution, now all of you got used to wake up before sunrise itself. Am I right?
Akka, my body is awake, but my mind is still loading. Maybe it will restart only after breakfast.
Ahara nidra bhayamaitunancha samanyam etat pashubir naranam. Neelaveni, I think it's high time to remind you about this shloka.
Ha, Akka, ha. I understood. Okay, then.
But still, morning here feels different. Everything feels calm.
Because when life becomes disciplined, mind also slowly becomes peaceful. That is why our Sadguru gives importance to morning prayer, silence, and daily routine. In fact, if you notice all of our educational campuses, it is having a nature-centric approach where it is calm and serene so that you can explore yourself spiritually.
Akka, but this atmosphere inspires even sleep.
Akka, with so many responsibilities, how does a Sadguru still personally do all these prayers every day?
Because for Sadguru, prayer is not just a routine, it is a responsibility. Before the word begins its activities, Sadhguru prays for this mission, for society, for humanity, and for all of us.
Akka, what prayer does Sadhguru chant every morning?
Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi.
Swami, I have nothing. I have nothing except this single dry amla fruit. Please accept it.
She was poor in possessions, but rich in selflessness. And seeing her sincerity, Adi Shankaracharya's heart melted in compassion.
अङ्गं हरेः पुलकभूषणमाश्रयन्ती भृङ्गाङ्गनेव मुकुलाभरणन्तमालम् अङ्गीकृताखिलविभूतिरपाङ्गलीला माङ्गल्यदास्तु मम मङ्गलदेवतायाः मुग्धा मुहुर्विदधति वदने मुरारेः प्रेमत्रपाप्रणिहितानि गतागतानि मालादृशोर्मधुकरीव महोत्पलेया सा मे श्रियं दिशतु सागरसम्भवायाः श्रुत्यै नमोऽस्तु शुभकर्मफलप्रसूत्यै रत्यै नमोऽस्तु रमणीयगुणार्णवायै शक्त्यै नमोऽस्तु शतपत्रनिकेतनायै पुष्ट्यै नमोऽस्तु पुरुषोत्तमवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु हेमाम्बुजपीठिकायै नमोऽस्तु भूमण्डलनायिकायै नमोऽस्तु देवादिदयापरायै नमोऽस्तु शार्ङ्गायुधवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु देव्यै भृगुनन्दनायै नमोऽस्तु विष्णोरुरसिस्थितायै नमोऽस्तु लक्ष्म्यै कमलालयायै नमोऽस्तु दामोदरवल्लभायै नमोऽस्तु कान्त्यै कमलेक्षणायै नमोऽस्तु भूत्यै भुवनप्रसूत्यै नमोऽस्तु देवादिभिरर्चितायै नमोऽस्तु नन्दात्मजवल्लभायै
Akka, that woman herself had almost nothing. Still, she gave whatever she had.
That is why Kanakadhara Stotram is powerful. It reminds us true abundance is not in how much we possess, but in how much selflessness we carry.
So, is that why Sadhguru chants this stotram every morning?
Yes, not for personal wealth, not for comfort, but for this mission which can continue serving society selflessly through education, healthcare, Grama Seva and spiritual guidance.
Which means, is it because of Sadhguru's selfless prayer? All these service activities are growing exponentially.
Exactly. Behind every act of service, there is sacrifice, responsibility, and prayer.
Honestly, Akka, we struggle to sacrifice 1 extra hour of our sleep. Meanwhile, Sadhguru sacrifices his comforts daily for thousands of people.
That is why our Sadhguru teaches discipline first. Because only when we rise above our personal comforts, we can truly serve others.
Earlier, I only saw the activities happening here. Now, I am beginning to see the love and sacrifice behind them.
And thus, through simple mornings, small conversations, seva, silence, and stories of great masters, Ananya's confusion slowly began turning into an inquiry. What once felt like rules and routines now started revealing a deeper purpose behind them. She had not found all her answers yet, but somewhere deep within, the resistance had begun to soften. And perhaps, when the longing to understand becomes sincere, divinity quietly begins guiding the journey. Not always through miracles, but through people, experiences, and unexpected conversations. And soon, that silent guidance would reach even Ananya's mother, who arrives for seva, carrying doubts of her own, only to slowly discover the spirit behind this mission through the very hands serving in the kitchen.
ಅಕ್ಕಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ 2 ಉಳ್ಳಾಗಡ್ಡಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ ಕುಂತ್ರ ಕಣ್ಣ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉರಿತಾವ್ ಗೊತ್ತೈತೇನ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೂರಾರು ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಉಳ್ಳಾಗಡ್ಡಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರ. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಾಗ ಆನಂದ ಬಾಷ್ಪನ ತುಂಬತೈತ್ರಿ ಅಕ್ಕಾರ.
ಹೌದು, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೋ ನಿಜ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನಾವು ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ?
Yes, till parents are here, everything goes smoothly. But once we go, how all this works? Every day, how do you get the same energy to do this huge work? Won't you get tired?
Not at all, Amma. In fact, we feel it's our good fortune that Sadhguru has chosen us and given us an opportunity to serve. Anganelle.
Aren't you worried about your future and family?
Amma, this is where most of us question the same and do not take the right decision. Once Sadhguru chooses us, everything is taken care of by him. In fact, I would say Swami has provided me a luxurious life. See, Amma, our Swami has blessed us with a house here in Saidam. My family stays here safe and comfortable. What else do we need in life? It's enough. If this is taken care of, then rest all in future will also be taken care of.
But why is not everyone given a chance to work here?
Working here for a greater cause is itself an opportunity, Amma. Whoever is destined to come here only can come. Others should pray selflessly to get an opportunity to serve him.
But what about people who don't even know Sadhguru but still get an opportunity to study or serve here?
I would say it's their Purva Janma Sukrita, good deeds of their past. When Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba entrusted his divine mission to Sadhguru, he entrusted not merely an organization, but a sacred responsibility to serve humanity. With unwavering faith, boundless compassion, and tireless dedication, Sadhguru continues to carry that mission forward. Today, that single spark has grown into a beacon of hope with 22 school campuses, a university, and a medical college, touching countless lives and shaping generations through values-based education. What began as a small seed of service in the form of Lokaseva Vrinda, founded by Madhyala Narayana Bhatt, lovingly nurtured by Bhagwan Baba, is now blossoming under Sadhguru's guidance.
For Ananya's mother now realized, this mission was not growing merely through infrastructure or management. It was growing through sacrifice, through people willing to place humanity before themselves, and above all, through the tireless life of Sadhguru, who at a very young age chose responsibility over comfort, service over personal ambition, and humanity over self-interest. And as these stories unfolded before her eyes, Ananya's mother no longer saw this institution merely as a place of education for her daughter. She saw it as a living continuation of Guru Parampara itself.
I just can't believe everything provided here is absolutely free.
Not just consultation, Akka. Even surgeries, medicines, treatment also.
Even patients are coming from so many far-off villages and other cities too.
Not only hospitals, schools, university, nutrition program. So many people are depending on this every single day.
After seeing all this, even I feel inspired. One day, I'll also build hospitals and schools for people.
Abba, ye Neelaveni. First you survive the board exams. Then you think about building the hospitals.
But Akka, these facilities are state of the art and yet free for everyone. How?
Not even nominal fees.
Even corporate leaders ask this same question. And Sadhguru gave just one simple answer.
What is that, Akka?
Advaitiyans. That's the same philosophy we are learning through Paravidya subjects, which Sri Adi Shankaracharya propagated centuries ago. But many people think this philosophy to be a difficult one or some Sanskrit scriptures.
But how does Advaitiyans serve society through schools and hospitals?
These places are where serving becomes natural, where you can feel oneness. That's why our Sadhguru teaches Advaita. Otherwise, it's just charity.
But what will happen when selflessness is not there even for a moment?
For this, there is one beautiful guidance Bhagwan Baba once gave Sadhguru. As long as he remains selfless, this mission will continue to grow.
So, Advaita is not a philosophy alone. It's a responsibility. Am I right, Akka?
Exactly. Not because somebody forces us, but when love becomes real, helping others becomes natural. Sadhguru is not merely building institutions. He is building missionaries, where he does not want successful students. The world already has many successful people. He wants responsible people, compassionate people, fearless people, selfless people. He wants Advaitiyans. Otherwise, imagine one person alone caring every day about children eating, patients healing, schools running, salaries, villages, humanity. How long can one person carry everything alone?
So, Guru Parampara means... Oh, we are supposed to share his burden. All this time, I kept asking, why am I here? Maybe I should have been asking, why was I chosen to be here? Earlier, I thought this institution was only preparing us for careers. No, it is preparing us to become better human beings.
And that is the true spirit of Guru Parampara. One heart awakening another. One life inspiring another. One generation carrying forward light through selfless love and service.
The same Advaita, once taught by Adi Shankaracharya, was now continuing through service to humanity. She began seeing herself as part of a greater mission, a living Guru Parampara built upon love, sacrifice, and selfless service. And now, the question in her heart was changing from, "What will I become in life?" to, "How can my life become useful to this mission?"
Amma, Sairam.
Sairam, Kanna. Were you studying? Did I disturb you?
No, Amma. Please tell me.
Ananya, these past few days, after coming there for seva, after observing everything closely, I have been thinking a lot. Earlier, I was worried only about your future, career, security, like every parent. But now, I feel this is one of the safest and most meaningful places for you to grow.
Amma?
I saw the discipline there, the care people have for one another, the selflessness behind all these activities. Nobody can build all this without genuine love for society. And one more thing I understood. Not every education teaches values. Not every place teaches responsibility. But this place is trying to build good human beings. So Karna, don't feel pressurized anymore. You don't have to decide your future out of fear or comparison. Take your own decision peacefully. Do what gives meaning to your heart. And we will definitely support you, Karna.
Amma, thank you so much, Amma. Thank you. Okay, Amma.
Okay, Karna, Sairam. Take care.
And in that moment, the approval she had been searching for outside finally met the clarity growing within. Years passed, exams ended, classrooms changed, responsibilities grew. The girl who once asked, "Why am I here?" had finally discovered her answer. She was here to learn, to serve, to grow, and one day to become light for others too. 1,000 years ago, one lamp became many. That light that reached Sringeri, crossed centuries, survived invasions, survived time itself, because disciples protected it. Today, that same light stands before us again. The question is not, will Dharma survive? The question is, will we carry it? If you wish to become part of this parampara, light your lamp. Not as spectators, but as torch bearers.
मनसा सततं
स्मरणीयं वचसा सततं वदनीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम् न भोगभवने रमणीयं न च सुखशयने शयनीयम् आहर्निशं जागरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम् न जातु दुःखं गणनीयं न च निजसौख्यं मननीयं कार्यक्षेत्रे त्वरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम् दुःखसागरे तरणीयं कष्टपर्वते चरणीयं विपत्तिविपिने भ्रमणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम् गहनारण्ये घनान्धकारे बन्धुजनाये स्थिता गह्वरे तत्र मया सञ्चरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम् मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं वचसा सततं वदनीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम्
Lokahitam mama karaniyam. That is the essence of whole life. We are here to serve everyone. We are not here to serve our interests, only our family's interests, only the interests of our community or the country. But we are here to serve everyone. That is the idea why Lokaseva Vrinda was formed. And I keep saying again and again that when Madhyal Narayan Bhatt formed the Lokaseva Vrinda, he named it as Lokaseva Vrinda. This is for the service of the whole world, not just as Madhyal Seva Vrinda or Karnataka Seva Vrinda or even Bharat Seva Vrinda. The vision that a small bunch of young men and women could commit themselves to serving the whole world in 1960s under a small tree in Madhyal is itself a very lofty ideal. Definitely it wasn't possible then because of the resources and various other restrictions and constraints, but today it is possible, it is happening, and I see the sparks of that inspiration of Lokaseva Vrinda in all these children who are understanding what it is about. Education here is not merely to get you a degree so that you have a secured future, you have a career, and your parents are in a way worry-free that my girl or my boy settle well in life, I don't need to take care of them again. But it is more than that. It is about you committing to the greater cause of the betterment of the whole world. And just as these girls have got an opportunity to be here and do that, they have to go back for those who have not yet received this opportunity. They're waiting in the villages, they're waiting in small towns, they're waiting in very difficult situations. But I do not have the capacity to do this for everyone everywhere. But through all of you, as is mentioned as a parampara, it will pass on. And when you grow up to become who you are and who you are destined to be, then you will bring all those other children who are waiting out there into wonderful institutions like this and build a future for them too. And then they will take this parampara, the Kartavya Danda was shown that the golden, we have this parampara tradition passing on. So it's a symbol of passing on the parampara or the responsibility from one generation to another. Very beautifully captured the essence of how this is going to be serving the whole world, because from me to next, from next to next, and there will be thousands of them who will receive this. And that is the idea, very well captured as a theme, that how Guru Shishya Parampara has saved the country, saved the world. And even today in a modern way, it is continuing through education, through nutrition, healthcare and various other initiatives. So to a lot of blessings to the Sriniketanam campus from Jayapura. It's a beautiful campus, you must go and see if you haven't. I will tell this about every campus. But Chikbalapur campus is of course beautiful, but Chikmagalur is very beautiful because it's in the hills. You must go and visit that. We have Annapurneshwari temple inside the campus, and we also have Sringeri Sharada Pitam where the Guru Shishya Parampara. So they naturally and very intelligently drew from that Sringeri Parampara, which I could keep talking about, and then connected it to ours. And I'm sure in Sringeri Parampara only men were there. But in our Parampara, even women are there. That is the beauty of our culture, where girls also are taking up the responsibility. They're also becoming head of institutions. They're also becoming leaders and administrators. And they're passing on this parampara to the next generation. That is special about us. Also, I very much appreciate that they have thought deeply about everything, the various parts. And when I look at children performing, I also understand what do they understand of everything. When they are able to understand, appreciate at an early age, it is the natural progression. When you come, you are worried about your career, your education, what will happen to your future. Your parents are worried, understandably. But as you grow in this system, your faith should grow. Your ability to sacrifice and serve should grow. Your ability to commit yourself to the greater good of others also should grow. And that is the idea that they have represented. So it covers the entire mission's essence. Very happy and beautiful small dance pieces in between. These are all small children. They are not from our dance institute, but then they have also performed. In fact, first time I thought of having a dance institute was when I went to Jayapura and I saw these little girls performing. And I thought, why don't we have a proper program of performing arts? And then I saw similar talent in Kondapaka. Of course, they were doing kuchipudi. But then I told, well, we should have something of our own, so that our girls also have this ability to express themselves through the dance. And they were performing. So I just remembered a lot of things came to my memory, flooding into my head when I was watching them. Each of these campuses we have built through several challenges, but also several miracles that followed us through. Every of these campuses is so very miraculously done, divinely done. So I look back and I look at everything, and I think of the devotees from Canada who helped us to build the Sriniketanam campus, and also Jayavant Bhatt and the team at Chikmagalur, at Jayapura, who built the boys' campus, and how year after year it has reshaped itself, reinvented itself in the newer philosophies of our institution. And today we see hundreds and hundreds of girls and boys who have educated, come today. I met, they're in medical college, they're in university, some of them have finished university, gone back to serve. This is the parampara, which is what they were bringing out. And that is why there is hope for our mission. Our hope is because there are young generations picking up this kartavya danda, this responsibility, and taking it forward. That is the beauty of this mission. So a lot of blessings to every one of you, all the girls and all the teachers and faculty, everybody who has participated. I'm sure there is an Ananya lurking somewhere in each one of you, trying to find a meaning and purpose of her life. And I'm sure the Ananya and you also will find her true purpose in serving the larger humanity. May such Ananya happen to every one of you. So you discover your purpose and you commit to the cause of the Lokahitam. That is my blessings. I also want to share a very happy news. This morning I was there in the cardiothoracic robotics and endoscopy surgery conference. This is the first of its kind we are conducting. Endoscopy is a minimal invasive way of correcting the problems in the heart. You don't cut open the chest. You put it through several instruments from other sides just by making small keyholes. Similarly, robotics that we have here, the surgical robot is being controlled from Delhi. The surgeries are performed 2,000 kilometers away through internet, through connectivity. This is the new world of healthcare, and that's unleashing upon this little land of Muddenahalli. Who could imagine 10 years ago that all this would be possible sitting here? Wonderful things are happening. So I wanted to also mention that Dr. Hiremat and Dr. Sandeep Sardar from Kolkata, Manipal, and Sri Sudhir Srivastava, Dr. Sudhir Srivastava, who is the inventor of the SSI mantra robotic surgical instruments, and he donated one to our institute. And now imagine you are here and the surgeon is not available, let us say, but he's in his own home. He has his own console and he controls the entire robot from there, and here the surgery gets done. So look at how technology, so it's not about just service. It is service with some smartness. It's not just about compassionate service. It's also very smart, very cutting edge, very futuristic service that happens in these institutions. That also I wanted to point out. And another very good news is that I went to the medical school, and then Satish Babu came and told that all the MBBS students of the third year, who were the first ones to join the medical college, they have finished their third year exams, and every one of them has scored distinctions, not even first class. My ask was, minimum first class you should get, otherwise I won't promote you. But these people have outdone themselves. All the people of the third year MBBS who just finished their exams and got the results, they all got distinction. And I'm so happy about it, because then they're really making good use of this opportunity. And not just that, the nursing students of third year also, all of them have got distinctions. Now somebody may doubt we are too lenient and we give marks just like that. No, not at all true. Examinations are held by external examiners who come as per the rules, and they only complain about one thing: we don't know where to cut the marks for your students. There's a good complaint according to me. Let them not find ways to cut the marks. And I was telling, why did you not get 100 out of 100? Why did you give the scope for cutting marks? That jokes apart, but that is the potential in this rural India. Half of these MBBS students have come from absolutely rural India. At least half of them I know personally. Their parents are farmers, shopkeepers, small time business owners, rickshaw pullers, newspaper vendors, all kinds of people. And their children are doing MBBS and nursing. And similarly, we have a skill building program based out of Mumbai. And many of the children have also come from there and joined here. That's a certification program. Even there, all of them have passed with first class. That's what they told me this morning. So our children are doing very well in these very highly demanding fields. Healthcare is very demanding. And a lot of practical knowledge and experience you must have. So all of them are doing well. I just thought I will share with you. Not that our schools are any less. All our 10th class and 12th class students across our campuses, though it's NIOS, English medium, and they come from, a lot of rural places, but all of them have passed their 100% results. And in Jayapura specifically, I must mention, I think all of them have passed in either first class or distinction. Somehow this campus has done the very best, isn't it? All of you have passed, right? In first class or distinction. I think more than 1/3 is distinction, then 2/3 are in first class. Nobody second class, nobody, no failures. Simply they're making jokes out of education. It's not true. They're all doing very well. And you mind you, they all come from villages. Their parents don't speak English. You must be seeing when I go around blessing those parents who come for service here as a part of our initiative to include parents in our system and help them understand, like Ananya's mother understood only after coming and serving. So that program when we started, and now those parents appreciate that, and they don't speak English. They don't even know how to really present themselves in such sophisticated audiences. But their children are doing so well. They speak such good English. They also have such presentation skills. It's very satisfying, especially for the devotees who support these institutions. I'm sure it will be very fulfilling. After the UK, after the Mandya program, I wrote to the UK devotees. You see what's happening, how they are flowering, blossoming. And they wrote, it is so satisfying to see that whatever little we did is yielding such results. The children are doing so well. So that is our joy. That is the joy of a teacher when students do well. But wouldn't be possible without the faculty, without the palakas, upapalakas, all their senior leaders, and those who joined under this parampara. They went and took up the responsibility. Now I have this palaka of Jayapura campus, girls campus. If you look at her, you would not believe that she is capable of handling all this. Can you come out of that curtain? Yeah, look at that. So when I put her there, her own mother said, are you sure that you are putting her as an in charge? Do you think you are capable of even handling a campus, 400 girls? I said, I trust. I trust that they can learn. Of course, they get stressed. These are initial days, when you have responsibility which you never handled. Some small stress happens. It's a good stress. That is important for you to become stronger. So that is there. And then a bunch of them are working as interns and supporting this institution. To all of them, a lot of blessings. I will come soon as a part of my Karnataka trip, and I would come and visit the campus. All right. And anybody else, please go visit the campus. From there, you can go to 3 beautiful places. Of course, here. Then you have Ornadu, where there is Mother Annapurna's temple. You can also go to Sringeri Sharada Peetam, which is where the first Peetam of Adi Shankaracharya began. The story that they showed, that he argued, debated with Sureshwara, that is Mandana Mishra, and then made him the disciple and the first guru of that Sringeri Peetam. And also he saw this vision of a snake protecting a pregnant frog. So snake must be hungry, it must have come to eat the frog, but then the moment the snake saw that it's a pregnant frog, it didn't eat it, rather protected it from heavy rains. And that sight moved Shankaracharya, that compassion in even creatures which are arch enemies to say, which feed on each other. They also show compassion in times of need. That moved Shankaracharya's heart, and that's how Sringeri Sharada Peetam came about. So that's another beautiful place. And of course, our campus itself is the 3rd most beautiful place when you go there. Please do visit whenever you find time, and do support these children and their plans of future. Blessings to every one of you. And there is a fake Sadguru standing next to me. Don't believe.
सुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे सर्व सुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरकाय सर्वमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्ति स्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्ति स्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञान बोधकाय दिव्यमंगलम सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम जीवनाय महितमङ्गलम्। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे, भक्तजना संरक्षक भक्तजना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे। शशिवदना शेखरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते, आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे। मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे, नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शरणा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे। ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा, मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण। ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण। ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा। नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण। शांति शांति शांति। समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त लोका सुखिनो समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। शांति शांति शांति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन